And so that's a two-part process. To properly document that you spotted the issue and suggested that he get some help, you need a phone log. Sherry, do we have phone log forms? And do we check those?
Yeah, but not everybody fills them out very accurately or, detailed.
Well, really? I'll get to know them at some point. That phone log is a quick and easy way to establish or begin the process of establishing what I call a pattern of professional behavior. Everyone here is a real estate licensee, and by definition, real estate licensees are guilty until proven innocent. It is, unfortunately, your job to prove your innocence. You think you live in the United States and that gives you certain rights. Amongst those rights is the right to remain innocent until proven guilty. You've heard that? And it's provided in the Constitution for criminal cases. There is no presumption for civil actions. And anyone ever been involved in a lawsuit as a witness or a party? Hands up. Okay, for those of you who have been involved, were you innocent until proven guilty?
No.
No. As it turns out, in civil actions, there is no presumption. In fact, it's just the opposite. You prove that you didn't do something, that you didn't hurt someone, you weren't negligent, or you are. You go to court, and you are judged by a jury of your peers. Who is that here in Hawaii? Who's on your juries? Anyone sit jury duty before?
Yeah.
You have? Who's on your jury? Let me ask you this. Did you sit all the way to trial, and were you selected to be a member of that? Okay. And as a member of that jury, describe briefly who was sitting with you.
Regular people, citizens of Hawaii.
Citizens of Hawaii. Did you have a lot of realtors there on your panel? Just you. Usually they don't even get you. Typically there are no realtors on jury panels. Why? Why? They lie. What do they lie about? No, but they do lie. But they don't get selected. Why don't they get selected?
They never come concerned.
Loud and clear?
Because they're business people and they think logically.
They're,
They talk too much.
no, let me find that. They're business people, and they whine and moan and bitch until the judge lets them go. Because they're too busy. You know, you're really hurting me by doing this. I just can't see why I have to be here.
We did
Do you have any other business? Did you have any businessmen on your jury? A couple? Okay, that's unusual, frankly. Because they are just like you guys. You're all independent business people. I got a business to run. I got 50 people that depend on me. I can't do this, judge, blah, 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 blah. And they whine and bitch and moan. So by and large, you know who's in your pool? Housewives?
Government workers.
What kind of retirees? Old. You get retired DOE.
Yes, see, I was gonna say. Nobody
Civic
else
minded.
gets retired.
Got the time. You will get Mrs. Ikeda, who taught 5th grade for 35 years. She brings a spiral notebook. What does Mrs. Ikeda do?
Take notes.
She grades you. Literally. And Mrs. Ikeda gets very unhappy when I blow up your email message and you didn't run the spell check. Her 5th graders write better than you. When I read your email messages, I'm appalled. I'm thinking, who wrote this? Is it like my 13-year-old daughter? You like to use those cute abbreviations? Oh my God. Laugh out loud. How am I going to take this person seriously? And you don't run the spell check.
HC.
And in the subject block, it's like, how's it, brah? A good way to write, think of your email messages as a business communication, which frankly is what it is. So in the subject block, it should have something about the issue. Ray, what the fucking problem is? I want to impress the jury that you saw the issue, so put it right up there. And then the first paragraph are the facts. Okay, second paragraph, issue. Third paragraph, plan of action. Go talk to your attorney or engineer, whoever it is. And then get back to me with further instructions. Run the spell check. Avoid the use of cute abbreviations and other slangs. Make sure in the subject block it actually has something to do with the subject. And have those four components. Facts, issues, referral, and instruction to get back to you. Now that's a good email. Those are the 4 steps, kids. Spotting the issue, talking to Sherry, then you talk to your client, and then document it, both in the phone log and the email message. Now that the last portion of your instruction was, please get back to me after you've spoken to your engineer. Robbie, do your clients always get back to you? They don't. That gives you an opportunity to call them back. Hey, just wondering if you're going to go talk to your attorney. Thanks. Click. Phone log entry, second email. You document 4 times you did the job. You do this every transaction, every time. They can't steal your heart. I mean, it's that simple. He has to get paid on contingency. If I can show the plaintiff's attorney your phone log and your emails where you spotted the issue, it's done. He tells me, oh, wow, I didn't know. She said that your client never warned her. You can't even waste his time. A RICO investigator calls me back and says, complainant never explained this. No further action. You see that in your input for the computer, DCA records, NFA. That's a win for you. No further action. Plaintiff's attorney moves on. Sherry.
Oh, I think a lot of times where we're remiss as well is when we're maybe at an inspection, and after the inspection, we might put in our log, met the inspector on November 10th. But perhaps we had conversation that we didn't document in the communication log. So not just phone calls and whatnot, but anytime we're interfacing with a client and we have discussion, we need to be communicating.
I love to interface. What does that mean when we interface? I can imagine.
You and I interface all the time.
It's a new talking.
I
love that.
When it comes to inspections, if we're, let's say we're representing the buyer, and we have conversation, isn't that then
Conversations with whom?
the buyer
With
and
the
the
buyer.
inspector? Is anything there? I mean, isn't it all just conversation until you get the inspection report, or the?
No, because what if you identified the issue while you were at the inspection?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Talking actually about issues. Okay, I'm sorry. I was thinking about.
Well, because sometimes, like the disclosure has so much, and that helps spot the issue. And then when we're standing at the property, we walk the client over to show them something that's in the disclosure. By documenting that not only did they get the disclosure, not only did we recommend the inspection, not only did they have the inspection, but we physically did this or talked to them, or the more the better.
I see what you're saying.
Home inspectors are fabulous for spotting issues, if they're good. On the other hand, are home inspectors licensed by the state of Hawaii?
No.
Robbie, are they licensed? Is there any minimum educational requirement for home inspectors?
No.
Is there a state recognized certification for home inspectors?
There's an
So they say they're certified.
By whom? Who certifies home inspectors?
They have an organization.
Who certifies them? Who's that?
themselves.
Yes!
Their own organization.
That's right. Home inspectors are certified by home inspectors, or the Association of Home Inspectors. They're kind of like attorneys. Who regulates attorneys?
Attorneys.
Yeah. It's a great program. We love that. It's just perfect.